Today we're going to talk about the Wire-Lite rod turnbuckle and rod mount assemblies that allow you to tension our 1/4-inch rod and apply graphics or shelving using our Wire-Lite shelf clips. Here we have the WL A60 rod mount and the WL A61 rod turnbuckle. These will both come assembled as you see them here with the set screws in them, and each will also come with mounting hardware for various surfaces. We'll start by removing the small set screws in both the base and in the rod mount. If you set these aside, make sure you don't lose them. They're very small, easy to get lost. Now we'll remove the top portion and the threaded stud that comes pre-assembled. Now we have our base ready to mount. For the WL A61 rod turnbuckle, pretty much the same process, but we've got to keep in mind that we have a turnbuckle here, so our threads are going to go in opposite directions. The top portion is a left-hand thread, and the bottom is a common right-hand thread. Remove that stud, and our base is ready. Here we've used a plumb bob to mount our top and bottom mounting points, and we've pre-drilled a hole in our surface. I've gone ahead, pre-mounted the top one. I'll show you how the bottom one goes in. In this case, we're going to mount to wood, so we're just going to use the number 8 screw that comes with the parts. In the case of a drywall installation, you'll use our HD FDA1, which we've covered in another video. So we'll go ahead and we'll place that mounting base right over that hole. Take our number 8 screw and drive it right down in there. Depending on the hardness of the wood, use a 5/64 to 7/64 drill bit for your pilot hole. For a hollow wall surface, use the HD FDA1 with a 1/4 inch bit. Now before you seat it all the way, you might find you want the set screw to be on the back side of your display. I'm going to have it on the front side in this case. When it comes time to do that, you may need to trap the base down while you tighten to keep it from spinning on you. Install the 7/8 length set screws into the top and bottom mounts. Install the turnbuckle extension on the bottom mount, leaving about a 1/16 of an inch gap. When you call in, we'll discuss what rod lengths are available to suit your project. Now we're ready to install our rod, so we'll go ahead and measure the distance between the top stud and the top of the turnbuckle. We're going to take off about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. So as an example, here we have a rod that's just under 2 feet. Our opening size was 23 1/4, so we're going to cut back 1/4 inch off to allow our turnbuckle to work. A hacksaw will do a great job with this, and if you have a miter box handy, that'll make it even better. Here we have it, and this is the time to slide on any of your shelf clips that are going to be used in the system, because once it's mounted, you won't be able to get them on. So we'll just go ahead, put them in the middle, and we'll just very lightly touch that set screw up so that they won't fall off while we're working, but we didn't make a mark on the rod. Now we'll need to back off the set screws at the ends here. Those are our little cone point set screws. And bring those down out of the way as well. Now one of these turnbuckles is marked with a dot. That means it's a left-hand thread, and that'll be the one that goes onto the turnbuckle end. So we'll go ahead, put that in place, and start turning these in. This one we can go ahead and just take it up flush. Let your rod rest there. Now I'd already gone ahead and installed the set screws at the base on each to trap that stud in place. Now we'll trap this one on. Now we'll have a little bit of a gap here, so we want to push up on our rod as we tighten that last set screw, but for now, remember that's a left-hand thread, and we're going to take it on down. Leave a gap the same distance as the bottom. As we tighten that turnbuckle, that'll draw those two gaps closed. So now we'll lift up on the rod. We'll set this cone point set screw against the rod. Nice and firm. It's going to dig in. Hold that rod tight. Now we just go ahead and rotate the turnbuckle. As we do that, it'll pull what little bit of slack there might be out of it. You're not going to get a lot of stretch out of this rod like you would with one of our wire systems. So just enough to pull everything snug. And there we have it. We've got one last set screw here. And that will lock everything in place. Got yourself a rod ready to mount a panel or a shelf. Thanks for watching.